An open marriage gone wrong? Folks, Destiny and Melina are breaking up. Let's get right into this news. So, of course, we have thousands of his obsessed fans in his Reddit documenting everything. I don't know how a 35-year-old man is, I don't know if you'd call this leaking, but basically, there are forums and different chats to which you could actually glean into his personal life to this unhealthy degree. And so I'll read it for you on the Discord. Destiny said, I'll have a small combo when I'm back about things. I'm not going to nuke Melina or anything, but the last 2 months and 2 weeks really have been a massive mindfuck for me, watching her become obsessed with a toxic, abusive guy. When I visited Sweden last, he gave Melina an ultimatum to divorce me and then threatened to kill himself when she didn't do it. Among 20 other abusive slash manipulative things he's done, and endlessly makes excuses for him, so I'm out. Anyway, have fun with movies for 3 days and see ya on the 9th or 10th. So that is huge. First, because obviously what that means here is that he's getting cucked. And oh, it's an open relationship, but he drew the line in the sand. So what's this idea of like, oh, I'm okay with everything? Well, apparently every horse is gonna kick you if you molest it enough. And so here it is. Mind you, the sort of dark, forbidden riz that the Swedish loser is doing. This guy is apparently unemployed, right? A complete neat, and threatens to kill himself if Melina doesn't divorce Destiny. And so then Destiny, instead of saying like, because if somebody told my wife that, then we would laugh at the other guy and be like, ah, hopefully he films himself ending his life, because that's funny. But no, he's like, wait, my wife is actually contemplating divorcing me over this. That's her problem. I'm out. But it's like, okay, but you married that though. So like test a character check. It's crazy. Also the irony, right? 35-year-old man talking about his marriage with like an anime profile picture as like the thing on the bot. And then look at the usernames. Josh, yeah, me discovering boundaries was the death nail in our relationship. Sleepy Runt. Why? Again, bro's talking about his marriage to a guy named Sleepy Runt. This proves every point I made. Girls can leave you for jobless, manipulative losers if they just play their cards right. Isn't that so tragic? Destiny works hours a day. And mind you, this work is mostly just playing video games and, just like manipulating his friends against each other for content. You could still, I mean, that's still work, right? And so he does this sort of like slavish labor on Kick, on YouTube, streaming about Palestine and shit I don't care about. But then Melina goes around and fucks around with broke people, like straight up just like me, right? Broke college students. And that's like so funny because he's getting cut. Somewhere in Sweden, there's a better looking, taller guy that has none of what Destiny has no clout, has put in no work, no effort. And when he runs out of leverage over Melina, they just play the suicide card. And that actually worked. And now Destiny's out of pussy. It's tough. Molina was out of his league. So clearly Destiny's gonna miss out. Okay, now this is another huge L. Chocobo Coco, bro. Again, like a grown man, by the way. Yeah, I wanted a massive therapy session to see if I could express myself better and iron out some boundaries. But it's hard for me to ask for anything if I've been a pushover for so many years. So he can't even get therapy because he's such a fucking spineless little seal. Uh-oh. Mel just wanted validation. And this guy's willing to do anything for her 24/7. He has no job and he has no life. Everything revolves around her. He changes his sleep schedule when he travels to talk to her constantly. So think about that. She wants a guy to just kiss her ass. Destiny won't do that. And so she loses interest in Destiny and goes for the guy without a job, which shows how low value Mel is. That the best she can do for a guy to commit to her is a guy with no job and no money, no life outside of her. I'll do you one better, even. So, Destiny doesn't want to give her the validation she wants, and so she's like leaving him, right? But here's the thing, if a girl really wants you, that means that she won't get all your validation. She won't get all your time because you're that attractive, because you're out of her league. And so if Mel really wanted you and you weren't giving her all the attention she wanted, she would still be loyal to you because she'd be that interested in you because you are that good looking, Destiny. But the truth is that she was never attracted to you. Hence why she'd rather spend her pussy on guys with no money and no life. But instead, guys that pamper her and that are more attractive than Destiny, I'm assuming. And that's basically the truth of it, right? So Destiny's getting cucked by guys that are more naturally blessed, but put in less effort. And that's the way life goes. So, just get good looking, bro. Here's another problem. I'll touch on that a little bit, yeah, but the boundaries and everything in my relationship are absolutely fucking insane, comma. But I never complain publicly because I didn't want to make Melina look bad. Well, see, that's a problem because he's airing shit out that'll make him look like a loser insofar as like his wife is fucking other guys, leaves him for a guy that's starting to kill himself with no job. But then all of a sudden, when it comes to actually making her look bad, and by making her look bad, it means just being honest about how much of a bitch she can be, he doesn't let that happen because he's a pushover, even though she benefits from his clout, obviously. And so we're looking at a living man now, and I say man loosely, who is basically having this polycule or open relationship as a compromise. Do you really think he'd be okay with her fucking other guys if he could help it? No, but he knows he can't do better. And he knows he can't do better to a point to where he acknowledges that he was a pushover for years with this bitch. And mind you, Melina's not even Sofia Vergara. She's not Selma Hayek in their prime. No, 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 no. This is like a 7 out of 10. Would, by the way, but it's also like, would you really like get cucked by everybody? Then again, I don't look like Destiny, but even still, it's kind of tough. Okay, look at this. I didn't want to complain because I didn't want to make my wife look bad. But we're supposed to be a married team. But she had no problem dumping on me to literally dozens of people over the past years. Frown emoji. So funny, people saying another Bob Seven, not realizing that there's like 50 Bob Sevens. Now, I don't know what that means, but what I will say is that there's a gold mine of information here. He doesn't want to make his wife look bad. We've covered this before. But here's another detail, another wrinkle into this plot. Well, Melina had no problem talking about Destiny's anal sex history on stream, talking about how, lusting over people in public, this Italian waiter I saw on YouTube. Basically, she was going for that. She's leaving this guy. Now she's, fucking around with people in Sweden, friends of the show. I mean, she's all over the place. And then she'll talk shit about him in public. He doesn't do the same about her. And now he only says that today. Was he mentioning this imbalance in the relationship 6 months ago? No, but now that he's lost leverage to some fucking jobless, unemployed, broke dick slanging nigga in Sweden, now the tears come out. Now the seeth comes out. Isn't that convenient? The problem isn't the person being manipulative. The problem is the difference in how we treat our spouse. If girls want to get close to me, historically, they know the only way they could ever do it is by sometimes exaggerating how much they liked Melina. Because shitting on Melina or attacking my wife gets you instantly cut out from my life. So you see this? Do you think Melina ever screened any dick she got from a foreign source via who liked Destiny or not? I doubt she fucking cared. But look at that, the imbalance. So these people will say, oh, it's an open relationship. Yeah, it might be a 3 out of 10 dwarf Cuban guy in my 7 out of 10 Nordic goddess. Sure, that can be a 4-point difference, like on a black pill scale. But no, we're in love. Look how it fucking played out. Vindicated one more fucking time. Destiny should have stuck to some gremlin and she would love him for him. Look at this. But for Melina, the way to get closer to her was always by shitting on me, Destiny, because she loved the emotional validation of people making her feel like every single problem in the relationship was my fault. So again, look at the fucking mirror, bro. This is your fault. You're a girl, and you knew this. Of course, he knew this. This words get back to people all the time. When he knew that his wife would hook up with other guys, which should not be a sentence that any fucking man should ever say. Yeah, when another guy fucks my wife, dude, really? But it's 2023, so we have Destiny basically rightfully pointing out that in order to get into Melina's panties, you would have to A-log Destiny. Isn't that interesting? And Destiny knew that and put up with that the whole fucking time. Man-child alert. Because I had a toxic problem with blaming myself for every single problem ever in any of my relationships ever. So I figured if something was wrong, it was always me to fix it. Smiling face emoji sideways. Ah, that's so gay. Here. Okay, they seemingly seemed okay because 3 days ago, before Mel was supposed to leave forever, this guy did something insanely toxic / horrible. Then Mel kind of warmed up to what I was asking for. Then in a day, she forgave everything again and is now back in it. So look at that. The guy who is cucking Destiny, like officially for the last time, that gentleman, unemployed as he is, did something toxic slash horrible. Mel, for a little bit, then started conceding to Destiny, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't completely betray you. And then right back to him the next day. Wow. Now I told her that her and all of her shit needs to be gone before I'm back on. Wow. Wow. So before he gets back on stream on the 9th of December, which is in 2 days, and one of his autistic brainlets are saying, oh, it's a troll, Daddy Destiny. And he says, yes, it's a good troll. Is me spending 5 days off stream, death spiraling, absolutely epic. Lol. Okay, so it's real. So in summation, if you're a below average looking guy, below average height, below average in shape, odds are that the above average looking girl that you're married to is not actually attracted to you. Hence why she was fucking other guys the whole time. And there's copes for this. There's like, oh, but she mostly sleeps with other girls and blah 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 blah. I'm fucking other girls too. And it's like, yeah, you're fucking other girls, like as in you're like masturbating for Lav Loon. Like, okay, oh, you're a munch. Great, man. Bravo. Destiny L, sad to see. Just kidding. But entertaining nonetheless. Open marriage L, polygamy L, monogamy dub, of course. See you in the next video. Adios.